recent thing at the debate where there was some discussion about immigrants eating people's pets. I don't know if you guys heard that at the presidential debate. It was a little weird. Here, let me refresh your memory.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. The people on television say...
So...
Build a wall, protect Fido? Like, what's going on here?
So here's the deal. It's so funny to me. Why? It's racist, right? Because they're saying brown people eat dogs and cats, right? This whole thing ended up being BS. We talked about this a little bit last time. It started out, it was a picture of a black guy who wasn't even in Ohio, who had a dead, like, duck or goose or something. And then that got spread as that immigrants were eating pets. And the guy wasn't even an immigrant. He was a citizen. I don't know if it was roadkill he was throwing away or what. It could have been anything. We don't know. Then there was a woman in Ohio who claimed that her Haitian neighbors ate her cat because her cat was missing. And it turned out her cat was just in her basement. So, just FYI, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't find your cat, don't immediately accuse your foreign neighbors of eating it. Maybe look around your house first and see if they're there. Just a suggestion, just throwing it out there. And so that was that. Then there was one other woman that spread some stuff. Well, the whole thing, actually, J.D. Vance kept promoting it and pushing it in Congress, that this was a big issue. Yeah, so Trump's vice presidential pick, J.D. Vance, did that. Here's a clip of J.D. Vance. It's just weird. He's just a weird guy, but we're going to watch this real quick.
100 miles away from where this went down. But I do think that we should take this opportunity to call for a reduction in the ridiculous and inflammatory political rhetoric coming from too many corners of our politics.
Oh, my God.
Look, we can disagree with one another, we can debate one another, but we cannot tell the American people that one candidate is a fascist, and if he's elected, it is going to be the end of American democracy.
Which is funny, because now he was just on CNN last week telling Dana Bash, yeah, I kind of made up the cat story that Trump ran with. And now we say, well, we can't use inflammatory rhetoric because this was about Trump getting shot at again. Or the guy didn't shoot at him, but they caught him. But anyway, we can't say the other side's a fascist when the problem is Trump has been calling Kamala and Biden fascists for years. So his boss is doing exactly what he's saying not to do. After he made up this whole freaking cat story. So he's like doubled down on this. It's weird. It's just weird. But anyway, he's the senator from Ohio. And he spread this rumor about this is going on in Ohio. And you would think, oh, what's the big deal? What could really be the problem here, right? It's just a stupid story about immigrants eating pets. Well, here's the Guardian. Misinformation. All right. More bomb threats hit Springfield, Ohio, after Trump elevates false claim about Haitians. 2 hospitals sent into lockdown, government buildings shut down, and local schools evacuated. So 2 hospitals in Springfield, Ohio were sent into lockdown after bomb threats, police said on Saturday, marking the 4th such case in as many days that appears linked to the false claims circulating among the far right that Haitian immigrants are eating domestic pets and wildlife. Saturday's threats came even after the woman who started the rumor acknowledged to NBC News that they were unfounded and publicly apologized. Kettering Health Springfield was one of the medical facilities targeted, with officials later saying they found nothing suspicious during a search. Another hospital, Mercy Health Springfield Regional Medical Center, received a similar threat. Plus, schools were evacuated because schools got threats. So J.D. Vance, the senator from Ohio, knows this is false, spreads it. Trump spews this shit out on national television. And J.D. Vance's constituents in Ohio are getting bomb threats, and their children are being evacuated from schools, and hospitals are on lockdown because of this bullshit. I mean, honestly. They're saying because they think it'll help them rile up their base and get reelected. They're willing to play games with your life just so they can get power. I mean, that's all I can say. I'm not going to add any more to it. I mean, that's really all it is at the end of the day.
It's pretty simple.
Oh, yeah. But he invented the whole thing. And if you guys don't believe me, here's him on CNN with Dana Bash saying he made the whole thing up.
My constituents have brought approximately a dozen separate concerns to me. 10 of them are verifiable and confirmable, and a couple of them I talk about because my constituents are telling me firsthand that they're seeing these things. So I have two options, Dana. I could ignore them, which is what the American media has done for years to this community, or I can actually talk about what people are telling me. And of course, many of the things that the media says are completely baseless have since been confirmed. For example, I was told, Dana, that by the American media that it was baseless that migrants were capturing the geese from the local park pond and eating them. And yet there are 911 calls from well before this ever became a viral sensation of people complaining about that exact thing happening. So my attitude is listen to my constituents. Sometimes they're going to say things that people don't like, but they're saying things that people don't like because their town has been overwhelmed, and it's my job to try to fight for them and to protect them. Kamala Harris opened the border, and now these people are suffering. That's what I'm focused on, Dana.
Senator, I have to go through several things that you just said. First of all, the Clark County Sheriff and the Ohio Department of Natural Resources reviewed 11 months of 911 calls. They only identified 2 instances of people alleging Haitians were taking geese out of parks. They found 0 evidence to substantiate those claims. Also, other evidence that you have talked about, even you've retweeted alleged evidence, are unsourced social media videos from a different city, apparently no connection to Haitians. And this is from a conservative activist who offered a $5,000 reward for such things. And then going just backly to the schools and the hospitals and so forth being overwhelmed. Nobody is disputing that the town of Springfield, Ohio, needs help. But you're not just a bystander. You're the senator from Ohio. So instead of saying things that are wrong and actually causing the hospitals, the schools, the government buildings to be evacuated because of bomb threats, because of the cats and dogs thing, why not actually be constructive in helping to better integrate them into the community? Because there are a lot of employers there who say that the Haitian workers are helping fill jobs that they need desperately filled.
Dana, first of all, let me just respond to a couple of things that you said, but I want to start with something you said, which I think is frankly disgusting and is more appropriate for a Democratic propagandist than it is for an American journalist. There is nothing that I have said that has led to threats against these hospitals. These hospitals, the bomb threats and so forth, it's disgusting. The violence is disgusting. We condemn it.
That's bullshit. Because the fact of the matter is these threats are based on this. And so what's happened here is he's saying, oh, I saw some shit on conservative media and just spread it. And he's saying, oh, but they're my constituents. And she's saying, no. All the stuff you're citing is from people out of state that are conservative nutbags. You're just making shit up. And even your own sheriff department in that city is saying you're making shit up. But you're saying there's credible calls, and they're saying there aren't. So were you lying to us then, or are you lying to us now?
Good question.
Well, both. You're just fucking lying. Here's the other thing about it, because he's really attacking the Haitians here. What he doesn't understand is this. You're from the Midwest. A lot of these towns are dying. There aren't industry. People have moved away. There are no workers. They got really killed during COVID. Part of this whole thing about the Haitians coming to Springfield, Ohio, is they basically put out an ad and asked and begged these people to come there. And these people came there, and they revitalized a lot of the community. Because now you have people living there that are working
Right.
and filling jobs. This happened in Minnesota. There's entire Somali communities in Minnesota from Somalia that came in and revitalized these dying Midwestern towns. Immigration saved a lot of these towns. And he's attacking the immigrants, saying they're out there eating your pets and shit because they're weird darkies from a different country. Because like you've said in the past, if these people were from Norway, they wouldn't be fucking saying shit. If they were white, they wouldn't say a goddamn thing.
You know what? You can't have your cake and eat it too. So do you want your community to be revitalized because you've actually got some population and the businesses can run and there are workers to work in them?
Right.
Or do you want to keep it as white as humanly possible and let it go ghost town?
Yeah.
You pick. You pick.
Yeah, but that's the thing though with Republicans, man. They would rather be miserable in an all-white community and poor and starving to death than be rich and have to live with black people. And we are the exact fucking opposite. We're happy to live and work with anybody as long as everybody's prosperous.
Right.
We don't want to see anybody poor or hungry.
It's a little live and let live, I think. You
Yeah.
know?
I don't care what color the other person is, as long as we're all doing okay. I don't care if they're gay, straight, purple. I don't care. Are they doing okay? Good. I'm doing okay? Good. Everybody's good. Let's have a party. let's have a barbecue, man. Why not? We're all doing good. Oh, man. But it's just crazy. So I just wanted to cover that and explain to you where it all came from. It's all just bullshit. But